It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got C.J. Stroud. He was terrific a week ago, well over 400 yards passing. It's the Texans and the Patriots, all that and more, coming up.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Pushing his way through and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 22 carries, 72 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run in not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Christian Harris on the coverage.
Now Jones. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Jones right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And he will have a Patriots first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Inside give to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And he's going to go down. sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 119 yards, and the score.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Patriots defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. On 4th down, Matt Araiza will sit on to punt. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the bootleg. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That pass is caught by Hardy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Texans, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
In motion right goes Smith-Schuster. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Jones. Throw caught here by Bird. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
I
like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
Second and 6 at the Texans' 38-yard line.
In motion is Hardy. To throw again on second down. Jones. He finds Parker. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Off play action. Jones. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 24, Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up first and goal.
Elliott. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
At the 4-yard line.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Back to throw. Jones. He finds Austin complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Stroud. He gets this one to Mechie. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Running on first down, Eckler. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
6-0 our score after one. Texans football to start quarter two as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. We'll get another look at Devontae Parker and the Patriot offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's 1 catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
And they'll accept that penalty. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Looking to throw. Jones. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw again. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But blitz coming, and down he goes. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 5 at the 13-yard line.
Off the bootleg, Jones. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Deontay Hardy, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And look like some movement there. Let's get the call.
Ball start. Offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Stroud to throw it. And he rifles one incomplete. The Texans are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set to go again on offense, here's Devontae Parker now. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Here's 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. And boy, before the drive even starts, here's a timeout. Wow. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now Jones. Looking middle, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Draw play, Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Jones. And it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Mike Gesicki, 32 yards. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Ryland on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one complete. It's tanked down. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Final play of the half, Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. The Pats got a solid first half of play from their quarterback, Mac Jones. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now this throw caught left side, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
The throw over the middle taken in.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here goes Stroud again. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Texans.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down, Houston.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
And Stroud now to throw. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Second and goal.
Here's Pierce trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Eckler. Touchdown, Houston. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Marcus Jones, a return man. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott, responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player is having that type of a day, because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. The bottom line for him is doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns, but all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
87 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go to Elliott again.
On a determined run there, as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Texans' 12-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Will Anderson
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And that's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
A 34-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Houston set to take over. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Eckler now between the tackles. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Now Stroud. And that is incomplete here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Stroud on 3rd down now. That is caught, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Stroud off the play fake. He's got Jordan complete right side. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Stroud will look to throw once more. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Stroud looking to throw. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Stroud to throw it. A quick throw, but incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
3rd and goal, Stroud. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketing the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, Any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Third and 3.
Throwing Jones. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schultz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Stroud. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that gets him back within 10. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Jones. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Texans will take over. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Texans.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the give, this is Eckler, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Stroud out of the gun here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He was defended by Marcus Jones.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 123 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this into the hands of Ford. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a 1st down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st down, here's Stroud. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go play action here on first down.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On second down, Elliott.
Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Houston's offense taking over again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And quickly, they get to the line.
Now here's Stroud on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. And Stroud now to throw.
Over the middle, complete. That's Collins.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Finding Schultz, and he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Here's Stroud.
And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Stroud to throw it.
Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
2nd and 6 coming up. Now Stroud.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Texans will use one of their two remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott.
And that should do it. He's got a first down, and the Patriots can run it out from here. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you watch that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Patriots, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.